Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you daily tarot reading for Wednesday, the 4th of August, 2021. Today I am working with the Spiritsong Tarot, such a beautiful gentle deck. I thought after using Thoth for the 2 days, I thought I would revert to some gentle spirit song for today's reading. So let's get straight into it and see what message does Spirit have for us today. What do we need to be focusing on? What are the energies of the day ahead? So the first card we have is a Major Arcana card, and it is the Major Arcana card of Temperance. So we have a beautiful zebra, and the reason why they've chosen the zebra here is because of the black and white stripes. Temperance is all about balance. Temperance is all about recognizing the yin and the yang of your life, recognizing the light and the dark, the day and the night, the polar opposites as such, and trying to find common ground or trying to find a blend or a balance of all of that within your life. So Spirit Song is an animal-based deck, so there are animals on every single card, and it's the elements of the animals or the attributes of the animals that sort of talk to the interpretation and the meaning of the tarot. So Spirit Song here, Temperance with the zebra, it really is saying to you that today, Wednesday, we are midweek. We are midway through a working week, and it is important that we find balance in our lives. It's important that we find harmony, that we find balance in everything that we're doing. So we don't want to be in a situation where we are working too hard or working too much or playing too hard or playing too much. It's about finding that balance. And it is a very fine line, that balance. I have to add that it's a very fine balance between a fine line between finding balance and doing anything excessively. Right, so now let's have a look at our second card and see where in our lives do we need this balance? What do we need to be focusing on? We have got a crocodile, and the crocodile is the 10 of crystals. Which is stability and attainment. So crystals in traditional tarot would be the 10 of pentacles. So, and I love this crocodile, and he's got all his crystals on either side of him, and it's like he's guarding and he's protecting them. It's almost like it's also creating a pathway for him into the water, because they are, standing up on that side and on this side of him. He knows his power, he knows his worth, he knows his strength. Crocodile is such a good card or a good animal for 10 of crystals. He knows exactly what he's capable of, and he actually doesn't fear anything. His crocodile doesn't really have any fear. He's very confident, he's very sure of himself, and he doesn't need to prove himself to anything, because he recognizes all that he's achieved and all that he's attained in life. And I think this is where we need to be as well, isn't it? We need to find balance in what we do, in who we are, and recognize that we are enough. That's what I want to take out of this particular card, especially with temperance next to it. It's about recognizing that we are enough, recognizing that we have achieved enough, and that where we are at in our lives at the moment is probably a really good space. So it's time to focus on that, and it's time to acknowledge that, and not always feel like you need to prove yourself, not always feel like you need to validate your existence. It's about recognizing how wonderful and truly amazing you are. There's something that's really standing out to me here with our two animals that we have so far. So on this particular crocodile, we can see that he's got these, I don't know what you want to call them, these lumps and bumps on his back. But in this particular card, they make these perfect lines, and it's almost like lanes on a road, and it's the path that you take, it's the journey that you go on. That's the way that I'm interpreting it. And then here on our zebra with the lines, the lines are not all uniform, they're not all the same, they're a little bit jagged, and they're a little bit, they start as one and they separate out, and then they stop in the middle of nowhere, and so on. Whereas here, there's this calmness, there's this balance, there's this direction, this flow, if I can put it that way. And I really think, we need to find the calm amongst the chaos, and we need to recognize that the journey that we're on, and the path that we're taking, and the work that we're doing, and the path that we're walking is just absolutely relevant and perfect to you and your situation at the moment. Let's have a look at our third card and see for Wednesday the 4th, we have got, wow. So we have another major arcana card. So we've got two major arcana cards with the pentacles in the middle. And this is card 15, and they've called it the shadow, okay? In traditional tarot, this would be the card of the devil. This would be the card of temptation. This would be the card of the trickster almost. And that's why we've got a jackal as the animal depicted on this particular card. What we have, the keywords that we have here for the shadow card is self-empowerment and ambition. Okay. And again, the jackal, you know, he very much like our crocodile, he knows his worth. He knows what he's capable of. He knows, and he's also not afraid to take a chance. He's not afraid to try something new. He's not afraid to climb out of his comfort zone and do something differently, do something in a new way, and really just be all that he can be. And he doesn't actually worry about anybody else's feelings. He doesn't worry about anybody else's attitudes or reactions to what it is that he does. He's very self-assured, very confident in himself, but he does do things for his own benefit. He's not worried about anybody else. So here we have trying to find common ground, trying to find balance, trying to find understanding in who we are and what we are. With our 10 of crystals, with our crocodile here, it's all about acknowledging and recognizing all that we are and all that we have achieved. And here with with the shadow card, it's almost like saying to you, you know, we need to be focusing more on the self. And we've all been programmed that we must always be mindful of other people, think about other people, be considerate of other people. The jackal does not do that. The jackal here, he's like me, and mine. That's the only things that are relevant and important. And I have to say to you, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being focused on your own achievements and your own accomplishments, your own goals and your own dreams. Sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have to look out for ourselves, because if you don't look out for you, who else is going to do it? Nobody else is going to do it. And with the jackal here, he's really saying, I am important. I am significant. I am the only person that can change my own situation. If we look at the card, he's sitting on top of a quite a big little mountain. Look at my English, but there's like a carpet on the top of it, and it's almost like he's on his throne. Okay, he's sitting on his throne, and he's feeling really, really confident in himself. He is a little bit arrogant. I'm gonna add that he is a little bit arrogant. Not like our zebra and our crocodile. They're certainly not arrogant at all, but he is really arrogant. He's really full of himself. But sometimes we need that. So I'm going to say to you, friends, today being Wednesday, the 4th of August, today is the day to find that balance between what is right, what you have done, what you still want to do, and a little bit of playful and a little bit of dreams and a little bit of ambition and a little bit of creativity. Don't always take that fine line. Don't always take that solid path. Sometimes it's a good idea to deviate from that path a little bit and to be a little bit brave and to be a little bit courageous and to be a little bit silly even, and to take the path less traveled, because sometimes that path less traveled is an exciting path full of opportunity and full of positive situations that you're allowed to have. So we can stick on the solid road of familiar, of comfort, of security, of stability, of all of those things, or let's go and play on the wild side a little bit. But what you do need to do is to find a balance between those two options in your life. Find a balance between those two situations. And if you can do that, I think you're going to have great success, happiness, joy, and abundance in your life today. As always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. Until we connect again, take care.